Hi guys, this is Alex from Team 1. I'm making this video just to go through how I set up everything with Perforce and how I make sure it all works with Unity. In this video I will be creating a new workspace. I will be setting up Unity VS, and I'll also be setting up P4Connect with Unity. What this will allow us to do is create new Unity projects and make sure that only files that are necessary to be in our depot get submitted into our depot. So if you see what I have been currently working with is, so if I go into my Unity folder, I have all of these files that do not need to be in here. Now, we can mess around with ignore files, but it's much easier to set up P4Connect, and that's what I'll be showing you how to do in this video. So if you haven't already done so, you're going to want to make a new workspace. And how to do that is you go to this depot, and you click on here, and you just hit New Workspace. And the first thing to do is to give this workspace a name. Now, you don't want this to have a very cryptic name, but you do want it to be descriptive. So I'm going to name this Team 1 underscore Alex PC underscore maybe game. And then we have this depot tree. So this is going to tell us what we want in our workspace. Now we certainly do not want everything in our workspace. So let's right click on depot and hit clear. So now navigate this tree to your teams folder. I'm team 1. So what you're going to do is right click on your team and just include the tree. For the purpose of this tutorial, I don't want my whole team's file. I only want this folder. So just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm only going to include that game folder. Make sure that the folder name that your workspace is going into is the same as your workspace name. And now, importantly, go into Advanced tab and check All Write. That'll make it so you can edit files without having to check them out first. Okay, with that all done, hit OK. And it's going to create your new workspace. So get off the Depot tab and go to your workspace. So right now this is showing you what's on your local PC. And there's nothing in there, and that's because I need to get the latest revision. So I'm going to right click on my folder and get latest revision. And just give this a minute. Awesome. So now everything that was in that games folder is in my local workspace folder. So let's open up our File Explorer and let's go to our workspace. So the one I make here was called Games. Now I want to create a new Unity project to be used with Perforce. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder, and then I'm going to name this whatever I want. So I'm going to name this P4Connect or something. Doesn't matter. As you can see, I've made a few already. P4Connect. And you're just going to name it whatever you want to name your project. Great. So now in Unity, hit File, and say you want to make a new project. Hit Browse, and just point it to your depot. So ours was Games here. And the new folder you made was P4Connect. Select that folder and go ahead and create the project. Give Unity a second while it's building. Okay, great. So here's my new empty project. Now, at this point, it'll be helpful to go to this website here, Unity VS, If you are using Visual Studios, this is absolutely essential. So I just wanted to put this in here to make sure everyone's using this. This was... I'll show you some features of this later on. So make sure to hit this Visual Studios 2013 Tools for Unity. And that'll bring you to this page here. Go ahead and hit download. I already did this. It's going to give you this MSI folder. Just install it like you normally would. It's pretty straightforward. You shouldn't have much difficulty installing. And after that's all done, go back to Unity and hit Assets. And you want to hit Import New Asset. Or excuse me, not that. You want to go to Import Package and Import Custom Package. And after you installed Unity VS, go into your Program Files folder, and you should see Microsoft Visual Studio Tools for Unity. Open that. The one we want to use is 2013, and then there's the Unity package right there. Go ahead and open that. Yes, import it all. Great, so now our thing is, so now you'll see we have a little package here, which is great. Now this is a little bug, but click this toolbar here, and all of a sudden, and now you'll see your Visual Studio's toolbar there. We'll get to that in a second. Now what we want to do is we want to import P4Connect. So to do that, let's go to our Window tab up here and hit Asset Store. And I already have the Asset Store here. Just give it a minute. There it is. Takes it a while to connect to the Asset Store. Okay, here's the Asset Store. Sorry. So up here in the search bar, type in P4 with no spaces Connect, and then hit Enter. And it'll take you right to this P4Connect. Go ahead and hit Import. And yes, we want all of these files. And I believe that's done, yes. So we can close our Asset Store window. So now with P4Connect, let's go to Edit. And now you'll see this new tab here called Perforce Settings. Go ahead and click it. Give it a couple seconds to check out what settings we have. Alright, now let's click Enable Perforce Settings. Now this is very similar to how we set up Perforce originally. So it wants our server URI, which I have in this tab here. So I'm going to copy this and paste. And let's verify. Great. So now it's asking me for my username and password. And this is what you use to log in normally. And let's verify that I'm a user. Great, so it sees that I'm a user, and now it's asking for my workspace. And this is why you didn't want an extremely cryptic workspace. I did, however, forget what I named mine. So I named mine Team1_AlexPC Games. So I'm going to type that in. And verify that that's a proper workspace. Perfect. So now Perforce integration is active. And here we have some behaviors. Let's go ahead and integrate it with Unity VS. That's why we needed to import it first, so it knows that it's there. And let's not do any solution folders or project files. Awesome, we're done. And just to show that this works, let's go ahead and do a little bit to this scene. So let's create a new folder. And we'll call this our scenes folder. Yeah, I get this error a lot. I'm not sure how to fix it. It's annoying, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Let's save this scene in our scenes folder. Yeah, I'm not sure what causes that. All right, and in our scene, let's add just a cube. Great. Let's move our camera around a bit. And let's just add a directional light. Perfect. So now just to show what we can do with Unity VS, let's create a new script. And let's call it rotate. So this is just a very simple rotate script, just to show how Unity VS works. So what you're seeing here is my script template for a script template I wrote for my team specifically, so yours might look a little different, but that's okay. Let's click Visual Studio Tools and click Open in Visual Studios. And you can see it created a project file for us. And there's our rotate script. So yeah, what you're seeing now is my script template. Yours is bound to look different, but that's okay. So let's create a new serializable field. Great. And then let's make it up. Let's make it move around. Now maybe we didn't have this update function already for us, so I'm going to delete it. Now one really good thing, there are plenty of good things about Unity VS, but one thing that I like particularly is that you can hit Control-Shift-Q and that's going to bring up this prompt. Now I want my update script, or my update function. And what this does is it's all of the Unity event functions. So if I wanted to on pre-call, whatever that does, I can make that function. But I want the update one. And it puts it in this for us. So that's really helpful. And all we want this to do is rotate our thing around. That's not what I wanted. Awesome. So that's done. Let's Control save that. And let's put that script onto our cube. I'll have to figure out how to fix this error because it is really annoying. And then play. And awesome, we have a little rotating cube. Fantastic. So now we want to put all of these files into our depot. So as you can see, there's little icons here. So to add this to our depot, we're going to hit Window. And there you see this Perforce window up here. Now, you might get a bug where it'll tell you your settings are incorrectly set. I was getting that a couple of times. That's a bug. Just go back to your, if that's the case, go back to your edit and hit P4 settings. Just open it up and close it. And then open up this P4 window again. So P4Connect already knows what we need in our depot. So it already has marked for add our scenes folder, our main.unity, and our rotate script. And as you can see, you can't submit. And that's because we have to write a description first. And now you can see we can submit. All right, and we're done with that. And there you go. So the icons here will change when the submit is finished. And that's how to create a new project. So now I'm going to show you how to edit this project and keep everyone in sync. Hi, I'm the artist for Team 1, and I'm going to apply a texture to the rotating cube. I heard Alex did some work, so I'm going to go ahead and get the latest revision of our project. And then in Unity, the project's already created, so I just need to open it up. I apologize for not having a capturing software on this machine, but I think my camera will work fine. So here's the scene he was working with. The cube doesn't seem to be rotating though. He told me it was rotating. He must have forgot to save before he pushed. Don't do that. Let's go ahead and put rotate back on the cube. Okay, everything's looking great. So I need to install P4Connect. So I'm going to do that too. Okay, so now that I have P4Connect all set up and running, I'm going to go ahead and put on that texture that I told him I would put on. So what I'm doing now is I'm just importing the texture to the project. And then I'm going to apply it to the cube. Great, I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Let's save the project. And let's push what I've done. Okay, and any minute now these icons should change. Great, so now they're all up in the depot. I'll give him a call and tell him I've done what he asked me to do. Hi guys, I'm back on my main computer, and I just got the call that my artist did the changes that I asked him to. So let's get the latest assets, and we get to this window by hitting Window and clicking P4, and let's click Get Latest Assets. Oh, there seems to be a problem. I'm going to go with her change and just hit revert. Okay. So, oh, I see she added a new material folder with a new texture. Oh, and there's the textured cube. And it's rotating. Fantastic. Now we can continue working on our game. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. I really wish this video was out 3 weeks ago and it would have made Perforce would have made a lot more sense to me. I might be an idiot and I'm the only one that wasn't able to figure this out intuitively. But here's everything, all the steps put together, how to edit on different machines. P4Connect is really good and I suggest every team uses it. Alright, thanks. I hope this was helpful. Bye.